Reserve time. 10 seconds.
Hello,
remaining.
everybody, and welcome back to Star Series 13, the Starladder / I-League series event now, where we are into stage number 2, and we are getting into the last series of stage 2 right now. It's Secret going against CIS Rejects, and we are, well, coming off of a rough game for Team Secret, and what was a very important match. Now, because they were unable to at least get a 2-0, they are secured into a 4th place position now in Group B, which means they are going to be going up against Team Na'Vi in the first round of the last chance single elimination bracket. Sounds very confusing. At the end of the series today, I can break it down a bit more into detail for you as far as where things are going to be going and if there is the chance for tiebreakers, which there still is a chance. Even though Secret have secured a 4th place spot, the determination, or at least the well, what's in store for possibly a team like Liquid is possibly a tie for 2nd place, which is very important. So with that said, I'm Kyle Guy from Beyond the Summit, and going to be joining me once more is Clairvoyance. Clairvoyance, we're back now, and we're going to have to see Secret kind of shape things up a bit. It was a hard game, number 1, so psychologically, I hope that they're able to kind of shake that one off. Or do you think there's a chance that they just may not take this match too seriously? Because does it really concern them where Liquid end up? And CIS?
Honestly, I think it does, but more importantly, I just don't see Secret as that team that gets 2-0'd every day, and I know we saw it last night. Last night was actually the first time I've seen Secret 2-0'd, this rendition with this roster, and I think they're gonna come back hard, man. I think the boys, I'm sure they had a few brief moments to think through and talk about it, and I'm sure they're freshened up and they want to win, and I want to see them try at the very least as well, because last game, even from the early game, you know, we saw the Shadow Fiend getting so pressured at the middle line, and it just seems so downhill from that point on.
We'll see if CIS Rejects try to do a bit of the same and hope that if they just get a simple punish onto Weeha in the mid lane, that it will lead ultimately to their success in the match. Now, for this game, Secret do have first pick, and after banning out Wisp and Shadow Fiend, which last game they did get a hold of themselves, they're going to opt for a first pick Winter Wyvern. The 1-2 punch from CIS Rejects is going to be Starladder and Bane. First thing that pops in my head that I would love to see from Secret is a page out of the eHome book and grabbing that support Abaddon. I love him against the Starladder Bane combo, but I don't know if it's something Puppy may consider or not.
Support, pardon me?
Abaddon, you know, get the shield, take off the sleeve, take
yes.
off the amp damage.
Yeah,
it worked out for
Lanham.
eHome very nicely, but I don't know if it's something Secret would do.
It's definitely an option they can go for. I feel like with the Wyvern though, they could go something else. I know the Tusk is banned, of course. I think Dazzle is also a very possible option. Of course, it doesn't remove the debuffs as much, but it gives you the ability to stay alive for 5 seconds guaranteed, unless you're facing an axe, of course. And something they can go for as well here, but same problem as last game, I feel like, because right now the first 2 picks from CIS Rejects last game still around for game 2 here, and this is a high pressure lane scenario yet again. So Secret, they will have to be prepared this time, possibly send the Wyvern mid from minute 1 and see how it goes from there.
If not the Wyvern, whoever, the other +1 support's going to be. And look at this early commitment from Secret. They just want to make sure they get this Ember Spirit right here and now. Even with a chance that CIS Rejects could easily pick up a couple of counters along the way. I mean, imagine them sneaking in now maybe something like a Night Stalker, or again go back to that Disruptor, and this Ember could still run into a little bit of trouble, but I don't remember very many games where Envy has lost on Ember Spirit in their defense.
You know what? I'm looking at this 3rd ban here. It's also the same. Pretty much a replica of last game in the Huskar. I guess they wanted to pick up Ember or something, and if I recall correctly, I think CIS Rejects actually banned it after the Huskar ban. So maybe that was the strategy that they had in mind last game that I overlooked. Regardless, they have it here, 2nd pick, and of course, as you said, the Disruptor is very much a possibility again. And honestly, I feel like CIS Rejects could pick up like the exact same 5 heroes and still do well. I really feel like that draft they had last game was very strong in all stages of the game.
I agree with you. I agree with you, too. I mean, down to Iceberg, just doing work on that Wind Ranger, Afterlife. I feel like almost every game I've seen him, he's been on a Starladder, so this is definitely something he's happy to have. Or yeah, pretty much the new Misery. I mean, Secret are just like, yeah, we're done with that hero. That's just that's not hip no more.
We're here
I'm
with
not
the
cool
old
with
Misery.
that.
Time to theorycraft, back to the drawing board.
I know, right? And it's like, where do they go from here? They might have to go to like old staples. Like, I mean, they could go back for Darkseer once more. Darkseer ain't too bad. You got Vacuum into your Winter's Curse. Ember benefits a lot from an Ion Shell. It may be just something that they decide to reach for once again. If not, creep in a Brood, but no, that's not going to be an option.
Yeah, they took
Brood
it away.
has no more. They snag up the Darkseer for themselves, which means that this Starladder is not going to be an offlaner. He's either going to be a position 1 or a position 4 or something. That's going to be interesting. And that pick right there pretty much denies 2 options from Secret.
Yeah, that's right. So it's a really nice pickup on the Darkseer there. Again, another hero that forces Secret to pay attention not only to mid, but also to the safe lane as well. Like last game, they had the Ancient Apparition who was getting pressured pretty hard against the Starladder. This game, they have the Bane Elemental again. But they have to watch out for the 2 lanes yet again. And another scenario that Secret will have to find a way to overcome.
Man, I tell you, the birthday boy, Go Black, he is a crafty drafter. Very, very crafty.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of those originators of the support tree for a while, even before the mighty PPD was one to kind of be recognized for it. And
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, and he's done his circuit. He was even drafting for Na'Vi for a little while, and then what he was on Virtus Pro Polar. This guy has a wealth of experience as a captain and calling shots, and he's always bringing in new talent, and it looks like he's found a really nice groove with his team right now. So and now changing things up a bit, going against a mastermind like Puppy. This is a sight to behold right now. These are 2 very veteran European captains right now, just going toe to toe. And look at how much time Puppy is spending here. This is his reserve clock, and they're going to get the boxing gloves for Envy now and Misery. I mean, how did I not even think of that? Magnus going to be grabbed as the 3rd option.
We saw it. I think we saw it yesterday against Vega as well. This hero right now, it's while it's wonderful, and like if you have the high skill cap to play, you can land some really crazy RPs and whatnot. It's still a very difficult to execute hero. And of course, with Winter Wyvern, the synergy is a little bit easier because Winter Wyvern is essentially an RP that's ranged, single click, and you kind of can't miss it. But the Magnus, it's not easy in this meta because everybody's watching out for it, and they're so keenly aware of what the Magnus is doing in the team fights. Again, it's an Eternal Envy Ember with the Empower, but I still am somewhat doubtful of the potential. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm you know what just like tickled my pickle right now is if CIS rejects grab up something like a silencer, dude. What if they get like a silencer? I mean, that means it's going to be a position 1 Starladder. But, oh my god, everybody's just pulling out. Okay, so that's a Weehaw Magnus and a Misery Nyx Assassin. So both teams really flipping the script here on us a bit. So I'm only theory crafting in the sense that they could move Starladder to the 1 position and farm them. They have Invoker for the mid, Darkseer in your offlane, of course, and then Bane and plus someone like a Silencer. Man, that would ruin Ember's day on a setup. The big team combo they have between Magnus and even Wyvern already. A possible option, if not going back to the Disruptor the Disruptor once more. I'm curious to see it, but man, even the other way. Now it's the Wii Magnus, man, against an Invoker. What do you think?
I don't think it's for sure yet. I do think it's most likely going to be because this Nyx Assassin pick was drafted after 3 Intel heroes on the CIS rejects, Invoker, Bane, as well as Darkseer. And Puppy's like a very he has that old school way of drafting where he sees a counter potential and he goes for it. And wow, that is also another good hero here. Very hard to kill with all those big one-time ultimates. And just going back to the Nyx though, it's the mana burn that's really scary for the Darkseer and Invoker. So. Could be a support Nyx, could be the mid lane Magnus or the off lane Magnus. At the very least, I don't think we're gonna see a pilot die Magnus and rule out that option for sure. But this last pick will introduce that position lineup for us pretty clearly, I imagine.
I mean, is it though? What is it? Is it juggling Darkseer or is it a roaming Starladder? You think? I'm not too sure what.
I think it's a 4 position Starladder, 3 position Darkseer, and safe lane Nursa.
Very man-like, very man mode here for CS Rejects, but with a name like that and the way they like to play, I think it suits them wonderfully here. And look at the final grab from Secret. Going to be the Skywrath Mage. Adds more onto a bit of their Wombo combo. And, well, I guess you have some kiting potential with the concussive shot. Silence is always great to have when you're going against someone like an Invoker, Bane, Darkseer. What are your impressions with the last grab, the mighty Skywrath Mage, one we don't get to see too often?
It's one of the Pilot Eye signature heroes actually. I think a Pilot Eye, I immediately think of Undying, Skywrath, and Bounty Hunter. just one of those heroes that can go around the map, dish out a lot of early game havoc, and suicide to neutrals, and then come back with full HP, full mana, and kind of rinse, lather, repeat. And yeah, it fits the strategy for the time being, because right now Secret's biggest game plan, I think, is to get 6 on as many heroes as possible, and then just hold the line with the Ember. Because, to be honest, there's not a lot of tools on the side of CIS rejects that can break base or pick off the Ember without the coordination of like a multiple set of heroes.
That's true. It almost feels like they're kind of going to be going for what we saw in Game 1. Hope for just such a big beatdown that you don't even have to worry about trying to see just strong defensive fortitude in the base. So that's a bit risky, you know. If things don't go according to plan, then you're going to find a secret team, and we're going to get one of those games where they just kind of slowly starve you out, and the Envy Ember just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and eventually he's just one-shotting your supports by blinking in, slide a fist, and remnant away, and next thing you know, it's just disaster. So it does feel, I don't want to say all in from CIS Rejects, but it definitely feels pretty heavy in the department of this has to go well at the start and mid-game, otherwise we're going to be a bit doomed here. And look at this, 5-man aggressive movement here. What they don't know is there's a Fuzzy Wuzzy nearby. But he's just going to head back to lane here. And Secret are not going to find their first blood opportunity, and we'll probably just opt to get some wards down, block some camps, and get a hold of that rune on the bottom.
CIS Reject's definitely going to go for the top bounty here, and Secret's probably going to secure the bottom with all the wonderful positioning they have now. As you mentioned as well, the pull camp is blocked with 2 wards, mind you, I think. So that's going to be a lot of, I guess, bonus aggression coming out of them. Since there's no pull, they can just walk around. They have the vision with the ward as well, and allows them to be more maneuverable with the Skywrath possibly.
Yeah, and that ward is not coming down. One of the things, I guess, if you're running a pretty aggressive, always want to fly core Starladder is you might lack a little bit in the ward and early support department here, and they don't have a sentry on hand, so this pull camp is going to be blocked for good, but maybe something that CIS Rejects are anticipating, that he's just not going to have the assistance of that pull camp. We'll have to see, but Puppy back is like, I know you guys love to be aggressive in the mid lane, but he actually might have put himself in a bit of a jam. Now he's going to be able to step away here, gets the help from the slow, and they're thinking about turning back on the Godlike. He gets off the Brain Sap, will kind of heal up a bit, and this is just going to be a trade where Secret are going to get more of the damage done. I mean, look at this, even Pylai dies. Like, I can get maybe just one more Arcane Bolt. No, okay. We'll turn back it around.
Yeah, I didn't actually realize that Pylai was so close vicinity to Puppy there. I thought Puppy might have actually gotten slept while he's in the air, and then just ran down with the Ion Shell and the Bane's superior movement speed, but Supai saving the day. They're able to see another one, and just I think they wanted to ward up the neutrals there. I guess he saw it wasn't being pulled. Do so, but a lot of pressure coming out from Secret already.
Yeah, especially this bottom lane, man. But Tao, mid lane, I'm seeing the skewer back from Weehaw here on the Godlike. Very nicely played, but it looks like he might be the one to go down. He will. First blood will go to Birthday Boy Go Black here, and well, he will end up dropping in the end, but it's a huge benefit for CS Rejects. They get the XP bonus, they get the first blood bonus, and all is well. Oh no, top lane, Misery walks himself right into a crush, and it's going to be a kill. The Darkseer, with the help of that Ion Shell, makes it that much easier, and it's another strong start here for CISR.
Yeah, I can't believe that actually just happened. I turned my camera towards mid because I didn't actually see the skewer, but Misery was already safe. He was healing under the tower, and I guess he kind of walked back in with the creep wave, and always want to fly probably just crushed him up for being cocky or something. I don't know. That was a really unanticipated death, and he's going to be able to pull the creep wave now as a result. Deny up some creeps, which is nice, but he is going up against 2v1, and this lane's not going to be easy for him anymore.
Oh no, not at this point, and they already know it, so CIS Rejects can pull out some additional assistance there and put some towards the bottom lane. You know, poor little Ursa here is not having the easiest time getting to the CS. We know for our Skywrath Major is one of the best at being annoying in a lane and zoning back people. But now they're going to make their move. They have a rotation in, coming out from Starladder now. Always want to fly, makes the rotation from top lane. They move in, they get the crush, set up after the Nightmare, and they're going to get it done. They might even get Envy now.
Oh my goodness.
And they do!
Oh,
and Puppy comes in after. This is disaster for Secret. Double kill to Afterlife. They end up losing Always Want to Fly, but my goodness, it was worth. What is happening?
What? My words exactly. What is happening right now, man? This is some crazy stuff. Not the type of aggression and turnarounds that I would expect to happen on Secret. This is some real crazy stuff. There's a lot of burst damage, early damage, and most importantly, physical damage coming out from the side of CIS Rejects. So I think Secret, with their low armor heroes and magical heroes, they should realize they can't fight into this despite the positions. And I don't know, man. They just keep getting caught under their own terms.
It's hard to gauge whether it's more CIS Rejects offer such a aggressive front that it throws a team like Secret, who may be very disciplined, off their groove a bit. If it's that, or if it's Secret just maybe taking this game a bit lightly and they've been playing with their feet. I don't really know, but it's just what we're seeing right now. This is not the same Secret that we saw Frankfurt, and it just does not continue well for him here. Bottom lane now, Pi going to be going down easy. Puppey shows himself. This time they're not going to be able to follow with a couple of extra kills, but still kills in a wonderful direction here for CS Rejects. Always Wanna Fly's going to grab that one, and this is your, quote, 4-position roaming Starladder. He's already involved in 5 of the 6 kills.
Oh, and you know what? Puppey, he's going to be careful now, too. He's only level 1. He doesn't have Arctic Burn, but I think Oblak's going to kill Case for the time being. He has nothing, man. He's been supporting in all throughout the game, but there were some pings at bottom. I thought there was going to be another kill, but of which they're going.
Please don't. Pi's like, please don't do this. Not again. He'll be able to put himself in a firmer position under the tower, but it's not that aggressive stance we were seeing from Pi previously. Before, he's like happy to dish out the arcane bolts onto Ursa and frustrate him a bit, but this time he'll have to think twice. Luckily for him, they do have some side vision still by that blocked pull camp, but you know, certainly they haven't had to worry about pulling a camp whatsoever. They've been happy to just farm up kills in the lane itself.
Yeah. They've been playing so much more aggressive in lieu of the pulls. It's been working out for them perfectly. And again, Puppey, he's about to hit level 2 now, finally, I think. But this slow progression is really hurting him for sure. And Pi, another death, I believe.
Oh goodness!
I don't know,
another
man.
one for Always Wanna Fly. Everyone getting involved in it.
I don't know if he can help this at this point. I think it's just so easy for this Bane with his 365 movement speed, and they have the ward, but the tree angle is so convenient for him that he can just walk in with Nightmare, and it really is just that easy. I don't think they can do this at bottom lane anymore, but where can the Ember go otherwise is the real question, I guess.
And if we check over the other lanes, Bomb has been pretty action-packed, but to just kind of get up to snuff here, Weehaw 21-1 CS to Iceberg's 28-5, so the Invoker in a nice spot. He's about to hit his level 7. In comparison, Weehaw just getting his level 6. So we do have RP in the pocket ready to go. Unfortunately, you know, we don't have Pi near his level 6 to offer anything like a Mystic Flare to help burst things down. And, well, for up and above, Misery is at his level 6, so Vendetta is a possibility, and so there are setup options coming in the form of those ultimates here, but Weehaw going to find the Weehaw trying to walk towards the rune. He wants it, but he ain't going to get it. What he's going to get instead is, you know, he's going to get his ass killed. Puppey, though, was able to creep in from behind, snag up the rune, flies up above and beyond, but look at the surge, look at the chase. They got the sprint and everything. Puppey's like desperate to make it out. Now he has some boots, but it's not going to be fast enough for this. Iceberg even shows up, and they're just escorting him at this point.
Oh my gosh, did you see what they just did? I think Weehaw actually pulled Puppey the bottle with the courier coming in, so Puppey tried to bottle his way out. And now Weehaw's not gonna have his bottle when he spawns, but never mind, Puppey spawns in like 10 seconds because he's level 2.
Yep.
So Weehaw gets his bottle back, nothing's lost.
Yep, and it looks like they're gonna take their business back to the bottom lane because Envy is probably calling out for a little bit of assistance here. He's still be able to hold some respectable CS, 29-9, but
here we go
again, the birthday boy steps in, has a Nightmare waiting for him. There's a 2-man crush. The swipes are out, and that is just a formula for absolute disaster. It's just a beautiful setup once more. They don't have the vision on the side to see the roaming little Bane, and Envy is just walking on eggshells, it feels like, when he goes to these lanes to farm.
Yeah. Vulnerable to crack at any moment, and Weehaw's finally rotating in. I think the ward might have scouted out, and Ramses, is he gonna die? He has the enrage, and there we go. No damage taken whatsoever.
That's nice. That's a level 3 shockwave. 225 damage. Could have brought him down pretty damn low, but obviously not worth the investment of like any sort of skew or RP. So 2 kills though for Secret, man. You're looking at already nearly 4K net worth advantage at 7 minutes in. That is rarely heard of. That's a landslide at the start.
Heavily in favor of CIS Rejects. Honestly, quite reminiscent of last game.
Yeah, it really is. But let's see if at least Secret can attempt to change gears here with Vendetta and RP at their ready. And, oh, maybe a courier here? No, already slipping out the other side. Afterlife will not kind of hang around for Misery's vendetta and head himself right back. But, you know, on one aspect, you're looking at Secret, who seem like they're starting to get some tools ready to go. I mean, you could just say the same for CIS Rejects, man. This Invoker's getting ready to come together pretty nicely. Looks like Ursa was able to just recently pick up something here. Well, I guess it's just his phase boots for now, but once he gets something like a Blink Dagger, Invoker begins to go on the move, nothing's going to come easy here, and, well, they're making a move for Afterlife. It could be a quick hit and run, and it will be here between the three of them. Secret able to grab something for themselves, and at this point, when they're this far behind, every little kill just certainly helps and adds that extra bit of net worth bonus.
Very nicely done by him, and of course, Misery demonstrating the patience as well as why Nyx is so good against the Darkseer in general. He didn't even have to Carapace the Shell on the creep to hit that stun, so that was pretty nice. And of course, Ember Spirit picking up that level 6 just a few moments before that engagement helped quite a bit as well.
I'm a little surprised to see that Always Wanna Fly is still not even level 6 himself. He's been involved in so many kills and so much action, but has yet to get the amp damage, and well, he eats a bit of harassment here from Wee, who's still holding his RP. He's muscling forward like he's thinking about doing something, but up and above on the other side, we'll catch the back end of it, but Iceberg gets the grab onto the Skywrath Mage right in front of Misery. Now barely seems to make it out with his life. Goes for the TP Misery. No stun to stop him, so he's going to be able to make it out.
A very smart move. He anticipated that the Ember could be rotating in with enough mana to shut him down as well on the escape, so recognized that, saw his life points and said, the next assassin no longer has enough to kill me while I'm healing with the urn, and got himself out. 202 and 50 CS, one of those invokers, one of those happy invokers, I might add.
Mid lane, I mean, Always Wanna Fly just keeps flirting with Wee. Obviously, they have the skewer to make it away. He starts flirting back with a fake RP, but 10-minute runes coming up, and everybody wants to get to it right now. Who's first in the scene? It's Puppy and Wee. Oh, swing and a miss on the crush here. Do they pursue? It looks like they will. Skewer in, but uh-oh, Tornado flies, and it's a miss. RP's going to finish off Always Wanna Fly and catch up Iceberg, but they might be able to turn it back. Cold Embrace will be coming out, but the mana's going to be gone for Wee, and he will not be able to make it away. It's a one-for-one trade, and it's one that technically will favor CIS Rejects a little bit, but because Secret are still behind by that much, they will get the net worth bonus their way.
Of course, they definitely didn't want to lose Wee, but they needed something, and that trade as a whole, I think that's one of those where the follow-up matters more than anything else, and in terms of follow-up, Secret had Envy free farming on the safe lane. I think that's something they really should be content with for the...
And it looks like they will finally get Always Wanna Fly his time to get to that level 6, and they'll be able to have the amp damage now. Back at mid, Invoker one step towards that precious Orchid here. He already has one Oblivion Staff, and as we know, Ember Spirit not going to be a big fan of that one, so we'll have to be on his toes here. Misery, who had been scouting out Foreign Vendetta here, is not going to get the opportunity. Very reserved play here from Always Wanna Fly. He's just, I was going to say that, but now he's sprinting on in. Misery's waiting for an opportunity. They may open up onto him here. There it is, Vendetta Strike. They got the stun. Lots of damage, but well, Envy's going to just do some farm on the side, and now they're going to be looking for a turnaround here, and Envy is not going to have much to offer. So Iceberg thinking about making his move. Quick Tornado.
Oh my
he got
goodness,
it.
Envy's dead.
He was so close to him that it came out just in time. And now Envy's going to be going down. Well, Goldblack steps in and is like, I'll take that one. And it turns into a free snag there for the for CISR.
Oh dear. Well, it should have been a quick in and out for Misery, and Envy turns into an Envy death with no kills whatsoever. Always Wanna Fly obviously was level 6 as the engagement began, and Misery's going for round 2 here. He might get Always Wanna Fly if he sticks around long enough.
Yeah, this is it. Easy. Bing, bong, gone. Would have been unfortunate if he missed that stun. It's a hard one to land, but he got it. He got it. No problem. Always Wanna Fly. Just kind of flirting around a bit too long. They'll punish him for it. But what do we see here? Weehaw. Is he trying to hold out for a Blink Dagger? Not going right for something like the Arcane Boots? Figures it's a bit too late for that and puts more favor in getting the setup? Or
I think he wants to blink immediately. I think most players right now, they prioritize the blink before the mana boots. And sometimes they even get treads as well, being power buffs. But yeah, I think he really needs the Blink Dagger. He needs that playmaking potential possible.
it's a miss on the Tornado here, but they're thinking about moving in. They drop a sentry. They'll see Weehaw walking in. Can they turn onto him here? Oh, they try. They got the Cold Snap. EMP is going to be out, and it actually hits him. But man, he instantly bumps the mana right back up. Oh, Fiend's Grip, gotta get quickly canceled from the silence. Nicely done, but Urn's gonna be going out. Weehaw could be going down. He's trying to bottle charge his way through it. Still persistent. It's gonna be Iceberg, and he will be ending with the kill. Envy looking to come in, dropping down a big Mystic Flare, but it's not gonna be enough. Pi will lose his own life. Always Want to Fly will shrug that one off, and it's 2 down from the side of Secret. About to be 3 if they're able to grab Puppy, and they will.
Goodness.
Double kill for Iceberg. Envy wants to engage, looking to move in, and now Ramsey shows his ugly mug and says, you're not going to be doing anything here. That's a 4-man takedown on Secret. CIS Rejects now will just take this wonderful happening into the pit now and get a free Aegis out of it.
You know, this is not a throw. This is not a 3-2-2 or anything like that. This is actually CIS Rejects just playing and outplaying Secret in every way. And again, Coddle, I'm a little bit shocked, but I just don't know what to say aside from that. It's a real surprise to me that from the laning phase too, how Secret tried to rebut the aggression coming out of CIS Rejects, and Weehaw now getting picked off after a Roshan kill that he saw happen. There was a ward to detect the heroes walking out of the pit. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm sorry, dude. It's just, it's very I'm flabbergasted right now. This doesn't seem to be the Secret that we've come to know, or this is one of the best forms of CIS Rejects we have seen to date. Either way, I mean, with a big win here and CIS get 2-0, they get their second place spot, and there will be no tiebreakers. I understand that maybe Secret's heart could be out of it a little bit, knowing that they're going to be guaranteed 4th place after already dropping game number 1, but you know, not like this. You don't want to have a showing like this. Let's see what kind of fight they can put up. Lots of faith out there that Master Envy and his precious Ember Spirit could still pull this one back, but my oh my, he's got a long way to go.
Gosh, and you see Afterlife, look at his awareness. If he stays under the tower here still, this guy's insane. This is honestly a really, really good play. I know the heroes have been missing for some time, but Envy's getting caught at top in the meantime, and does Always Want to Fly have a blink? No, he does not, but there's an Orchid from the Invoker.
Orchid, Tornado, Envy's going to be going down, and will they get a trade at least for it here? Afterlife pops out his mech. Rotations are starting to come. There's the vacuum, and they're persistent. They just shove them right into the wall with the help of a curse. Now they're trying to make it out with their life. Can they make it away? Oh, Puppy barely makes it away. The rest of the team also able to make it out and back to the fountain. It turns into an Envy for an Afterlife, a trade that I'm sure CIS Rejects are just still happy to have here, but we'll see them now transition it to a likely tier 1 takedown. The game is still theirs at this point.
Yeah.
Secret just need to try to hold out as long as possible. To their benefit, CIS Rejects, though they have a lot of kills, this is going to be possibly their first tower of the game. So
yeah, what a surprise, really. They already got a 10k gold lead, and I think that they assembled this lead without actually getting towers as objective. Wow, this is some digging for kills, I must say. 19-6 the score, the bounty rune coming out for Iceberg, so he's going to be happy to grab that up. Misery's walking around. He actually has a blink dagger after that kill, so that's a nice pickup for him as well, but fortunately for him, level 1 Vendetta still at level 11, so he either misskilled or has not skilled yet. Nevertheless, Secret are rotating 5 heroes towards the top, and they don't see this Invoker coming in with the Ghost Walk.
I feel like I've been seeing a bit too much of that today. Being level 11 and not getting level 2 ultimate. I can't remember the other time, but yeah.
Yeah, it was Soneko with the Laguna Blade earlier.
Yeah, you're like, well, that's weird. And then I guess Darkseers as well put more favor in just getting the 1 level for now, even now on Afterlife. I guess it does end up being a bit more expensive. You don't want to put too much out. But
Puppy.
Oh, look at this. Cheeky play coming up from Iceberg on the back lines, trying to get hold of the support Puppy Wyvern, and Weehaw is like, I'm not going to let you get away with this. Commits the RP for the Aegis now. Help is on the way. Go Black is coming with his Bane here. Oh, he's going to sidestep that one. They're still on chase, and I think they just accept the fact that he is gone. I don't know if that was worth it. Aegis is going to be down. And, Misery is close here to Afterlife, but yeah, I mean, it's for a Wyvern, one of the poorest in the game.
They're going for Afterlife here, I think. Misery has Carapace available as well.
You can just pop it right now.
No, I guess not. They thought other of it. Envy doesn't have a Remnant, that's why they didn't go for that.
You'll wait out that timer, but they won't have long to wait. Look who's already on the move again, and Weehaw. Hi. They move in, he has no mana, he's dead. Yeah, that's right. Ursa has a Blink Dagger now. Be on the watch. And quickly, you're going to see the body language of Secret, like, oh god, get the hell out. Puppy runs right back to the tower. Misery's going to TP away, and Puppy's like, oh no! Oh no, oh no! I have no TP, I have nowhere to run! Tell my dragon family I love them and I'm sorry. He's gone for good. That is Ramsey's now dominating. Morbid mask in hand, nearly 1400 gold. Bottom lane, it looks like Iceberg is going to get something. He's like, hey guys, I'll join you in the kill party. Boop. Gets a grab on the pile I die. 23-7.
Yeah, but he didn't even need an Orchid for that one. In fact, Invoker got silent and still managed to finish up the target because he was able to get the load of his spells off. Now, Misery is coming in for the hunt, but just not enough damage to solo kill the Invoker, I might add.
No.
It's going to be giving them vision in the meantime while Envy's trying to farm his own woods.
Nope, not anymore. Iceberg is going to go into his own Ghost Walk, and maybe they're going to bait in mid lane. They're hoping to bait something, and they do. They have the vision. They drop a sentry, and they got him. Chains, Curse, Iceberg will go down. That's a good heads-up play coming out from Secret. And good intel given from Misery leads him to that kill.
Vision is everything in this game, and Envy's Nyx Assassin walking around with a 50-second duration Vendetta. Whether it turns into a kill or just simple intel, giving the enemy team vision, it's always going to be worthwhile. Very nicely done by Secret there. Coming out from them now too, so maybe this is the beginning of them staging their comeback, but
yes.
CIS rejects, they're well in position. Deep, I must
say. Plants down a nice ward. He almost is able to pop the smoke here. Now they pop the one of Pile I Die, and they're like, wait, something's fishy. Something's fishy. Oh, Godblack, get out. You're not in a good spot. You gotta run. They're still kind of perplexed here. They're looking around like, how did our smoke pop? Now they're gonna just stumble onto mid lane, and Secret are not gonna get anything from the smoke.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're still stuck in the middle here. I mean, they don't realize it, but they're caught between. There's a couple of CIS reject members just to the north, and oh, they barely slip away. They get down a nice ward, and the jig will be up.
Iceberg TP's bottom, so there's no chance to fight them at the either. Pardon me, at the up.
Yep, but they still have that extra obs ward in the mid lane. That's a very nice bit of intelligence for CIS rejects. Hold on, I gotta go offline. I forgot to. There we go. All right. Well, back and underway now. Aegis had been easily expended here, so CIS rejects can just comfortably sit on the advantage they got. Maybe wait out the next timer here and make their move. I mean, they've been a little lackluster in the objective department, but they have certainly not been lackluster in finding kills as they go again now in the bottom lane. Set up, crush, follow-up blink from Ursa. It's just the Bash brothers pretty much going to work. Envy doesn't really stand a chance. Neither does anyone. And moments like that make you think twice on even trying to farm anywhere.
It really does. And of course, Misery is back in Vendetta form, so he's going to be able to walk out. Again, no sentries coming out of CIS rejects yet. Golblack has 2 in his inventory. One's going to be expended to just check out the ward spot, I assume? No, he's just going to hold on to it for the time being. There he goes, plants it down on the floor, and is waiting for the sneaky Nyx Assassin to show up. But in the meantime...
Yep, jump from Always Wanna Fly, leads in, vacuum wall, Puppy gonna be first to go down here, a respectable curse, but it only delays what looks like the inevitable. 3-man skewer, he goes right through the Mystic Flare, and though it's an express trip into the base, they still get what they want. A double kill now for Ursa. All of CIS rejects still staying alive here, but oh, Envy!
Oh, no,
rolls
Envy!
himself right into a crush and into death. Oh, that one hurts to watch. Secret now lose 3. Actually, they lost 4. There was a buyback used even from Puppy. And I just don't know. It continues to go from bad to worse. This tier 2 is going to be going down. Roche is going to be up soon, possibly. Oh, it's a small timer here, less than a minute. CS Rejects could just wade back for it to come up and maybe go for a finishing push soon.
Yep, another tier 3 goes down. The first, actually, of this game, rather. So... probably gonna wait for the Roshan, as you mentioned, and pinging out the Ancient Stack now, but they don't have too many Ancient Stack farmers. They do have a Slaughter, but I think given how aggressively they've been playing, I think they just want to get more map control, more objectives, not sit around for neutral kills or anything like that. Now we see Iceberg, he has an Oracle Club in his inventory. I would imagine maybe a BKB since there's so many spells like Nyx Assassin, Skyrat that could be very annoying to him, but at this point he could just turn it into an Aghanim's as well. So well. I don't know.
Yeah. And also, there is a couple of spells that would go through the BKB, but I'm a man of Flash. I love an Aghanim Scepter, but maybe the more defensive BKB would be in the best interest here. Uh-oh. Just briefly spotted out Misery. He points his finger. He's like, he's got to go.
BKBs.
And they're going to get him, it looks like, here. Pull back. Hold Embrace stalls it out a bit, but sure enough, it's done for. Looking up and ahead here. Iceberg making moves in, and they might get Puppy. Puppy goes down. Iceberg still deep. Envy and We will be able to punish him. And, well, the trade's still the better.
Dive.
They're hungry, man. It's just like what we were saying at the start. They may not have the best sieging kind of a lineup, but if they take games like this, they might not even need the high ground. They're just beating them so bad that they'll force them into submission.
Yeah, that's pretty much the strategy. And of course, Roshan is up. They have Ursa available going into the pit, and Ursa plus Starladder. You ask for a better Roshan killing combination, I think not.
Oh, this is easy mode for him right now, and it's definitely a level 2 amp damage. He was a little slow to level up at the start, but he is making up for it in spades at this point. He's already got both of his mobility tools. Secret wager that they might be near this Roche pit. They're kind of in the neighborhood. Envy's going to be able to farm up a double stack for himself. It is under a little bit of vision. They see this right now, that We is in that secret shop. So they know that something's fishy here. They already ping out that area right now, and they're coming together here. Do they have a smoke?
Yeah, I think they want to smoke. Yeah.
Oh, goodness. They might... I think they're going to go all the way up and through here on the right-hand side.
Oh, they're going to catch Puppy.
Puppy. Yeah, they got him. He's down. He's down and out. Envy, just let him go. Oh, he wanted to come in and get a sleight of fist off. Hopefully he doesn't pay for it. He's able to remnant away to safety, it looks like, and make it out from trouble. But even those little plays, man, they're just too risky. Sometimes you just got to let him go.
Yep, pretty much. And now the Roshan's going to go down for sure. Nice mana burn coming out of the little creep, allowing the Starladder to amp up right away. Of course, the cooldown's only 5 seconds, so...
That efficiency.
Yep, efficiency indeed.
5 seconds is like 2 strikes, hell, maybe 4 or 5 if you're an Ursa, so I back you up on that. And now, with an Aegis in hand, CIS Rejects in a very, very nice spot to close this series out in what could be a huge upset recently, 2-0 against Secret. Let's see if they can do it, or if Secret are going to be able to hold on. Fisticuffs already had here. Iceberg spots out Envy, Orchids him up, and might be able to grab him. Got him. Nothing he can do. Times it out perfectly, gets the most out of the Orchid, then it's the tornado right there at the end.
Yep, I mean, the game's not over yet for sure, but the scoreboard is still worse than the first game. And always want to fly, he's going in, he doesn't care.
Man, going so deep and following him up is the Ursa, which leads to 2 strikes and a takedown of Puppy. He might even get We here. Oh man, barely able to keep it alive with the help of Misery in that stun, but he's going to have to do-side-do around this throne to step away, but he can't make it out. Always want to fly, got to get the crush, follow-up kill onto Misery, and wouldn't you know it, all 5 of Team Secret are now on the sidelines here. Buybacks are already forced out. It's only 25 minutes into this game. It's 36-9, and what kind of world are we living in here? CIS Rejects on the verge of 2-0ing Secret in dramatic fashion both games.
You know, you begged the question earlier in the first series. You must ask me again, Coddle. With this second game, it's a lot more convincing than before. And which is it? Is it CIS Rejects? Are they really that good, or is Secret sort of falling apart for the time being? And this is the second series back to back that they're going 0-2 against. And Puppy's gonna go down now, swift fashion. Not even a rebuttal coming out of Envy. He has bots and he has the one piece of the Battle Fury going in. Just not enough to hold the line here. And Weehaw looks like he wants to come in for an RP.
Oh, he's not going to get the chance. They blink in. They got an Orchid. He's out 1 minute, and it's over. Just like that. Secret. Got to get 0-2. Props to CIS Rejects. They play one hell of a game of Dota. And it's just well-deserved. Who would have thought? 39-9. Man, oh man.
Who would have thought, man? Certainly not I. That's all I can tell you right now. All I can tell.
All right, nice stuff. So with that and with this 2-0 win from CIS, what's this means for Group B? Well, Vega now still hold that first place position. It will now be CIS in that second place. So congratulations to them, man. They have secured their spot to go to the